Week 14 at Sleep Well, Be Well. Article, Real Happy Articles, Week 14. Real Happy Articles, Week 14. Your articles for the week. You want to see click. We hope you have a great week with Real Happy. I'll review this week's articles and reflect on your takeaways and learnings. Remember, you've got this. Here are your articles this week. Sleep 101. Learn how sleep impacts your weight loss, health, and overall well-being. Quiz, what keeps you up at night? Discover what could be preventing you from getting a good night's sleep. Sleep more, lose more. Explore ways to get enough rest to support your weight loss. Quiet your thoughts to get more sleep. Reduce your racing thoughts and worries to get a good night's rest. Sleep disorders keeping you up. Learn about sleep disorders, what to look for, and when to connect with your healthcare provider. 3 meditations to practice. Practice these guided meditations regularly to reduce stress and increase mindfulness. Week 14 Wellness Drop Summary, Recipe, Workout, and Mindfulness Tip for the week. Article Sleep 101. Sleep 101. Learn how sleep impacts your weight loss, health, and overall well-being. Sleep accounts for a third of your lifespan. How you spend this time plays a direct role in how productive, energetic, and successful the other 2/3 of your life is. It's closely connected to your overall health and quality of life. Ready to get some sleep? Reflect. What differences do you notice when you get good quality sleep? Good quality sleep. Sleep is a necessary part of life. It's a period when your brain is restoring itself, as is the rest of your body. Good quality sleep is achieved when you fall asleep within 30 minutes of getting into bed. Wake up no more than once per night and fall back to sleep soon after. Sleep at least 7 hours a night. Adults 18 and older are recommended to get a minimum of 7 hours of sleep. Getting at least 7 hours of sleep supports your health and healing by preventing weight gain, improving memory, energy, focus, and mood, fighting off infection and reducing inflammation, restoring energy, improving brain and heart health, supporting the metabolism of sugars to prevent diabetes, helping you perform well in your daily activities. Let's dive into what happens within our bodies when we are getting enough sleep. What goes on while you sleep? There are 4 stages of sleep. Stage 1, transitional sleep. This is when you go from being awake to falling asleep. Total sleep time 5%. Stage 2, light sleep. This makes up the majority of your total sleep time. Your breathing and heart rate start to drop. Total sleep time 50 to 55%. Stage 3, deep sleep. Your muscles relax and repair themselves and growth hormones are released. Total sleep time 15 to 25%. Stage 4, REM, rapid eye movement sleep. Your body becomes rapid, temporarily paralyzed as you dream, and your memory and mood are refreshed. REM sleep supports your daytime performance and energy. Total sleep time 15 to 25%. You know what it's like when you haven't slept enough. You are tired, can't focus, and have little to no energy. These are the short-term effects of sleep deprivation. The longer you go with too little sleep, the more damage happens to your body. Sleep deprivation and weight, increased appetite and calorie intake. Sleep deprivation impacts your body's hunger and fullness hormones, which can lead to increased appetite and not being able to feel full. Also, extra time spent awake can increase opportunities to eat when you are not hungry. Increased stress and food cravings. The American Psychological Association states that adults who sleep fewer than 8 hours report higher stress levels than those who do. What? The National Institute of Health (NIH) states that sleep deprivation increases cravings for sugar and fat. Slow calorie burn. Getting less than 7 hours of sleep is associated with changes in metabolism and reduces calorie burn throughout the day. A decrease in metabolism can slow or even stall weight loss. Decreased motivation. Poor quality sleep can make you feel sluggish and cranky. This can negatively impact your desire and drive to exercise, cook, choose healthy options, and be productive. Bottom line, sleep impacts everything, especially your health and weight. Getting a good night's rest not only makes you feel refreshed, but also supports your long-term weight loss goals and overall health. Prioritize getting enough sleep and reap the benefits. Quiz. What keeps you up at night? Quiz. What keeps you up at night? Discover what could be preventing you from getting a good night's sleep. Different personalities, habits, and stressors can impact how well you sleep. Take a short quiz to see what could be keeping you up at night and how you can take control of your sleep. Instructions. 1. Grab a piece of paper and something to write with, or open a note taker on your phone. 2. Write down your answers to each question. 3. Take a look at what your answers could mean below. Let's begin. 1. Which describes you most during a typical day? A. Sitting in front of screens most of the day, emailing, texting, watching TV, online shopping, or on social media. B. Grabbing many cups of coffee throughout the day and planning my next happy hour with friends or coworkers. C. Feeling frazzled, anxious, and rushed throughout the day. D. Making to-dos and constantly checking my calendar. 2. How do you usually wind up at the end of your day? A. Watching my favorite show or playing a game. B. Grabbing dinner and drinks with friends, family, or coworkers. C. Checking my calendar and planning my to-dos and deadlines for the next day. D. Working, cleaning, and finishing up any last-minute task for the day. 3. Which describes your bedroom most? A. TV on, phones plugged in, buzzing, and my notifications still on. B. Clutter, lights on, and loud noise. C. Clutter with projects and tasks lying around. D. Organized with my calendar and to-do list near me. 4. How would your friends, family, or co-workers describe you? A. Connected, social, and tech-savvy. B. Fun, adventurous, and a night owl or morning person. C. High, strong, prepared, and driven. D. Focused, planner, and disciplined. 5. When you are in bed awake, what do you typically think about? A. I don't think about much, but I find myself scrolling on my phone. B. The coffee shop I'm going to hang out in, and what fun activities I'm going to do. C. I think of what could go wrong tomorrow and worry I won't get enough sleep. D. Planning my day and the to-dos that I will check off. What your answer says about you. Take a look at the answers you wrote down and refer to the letter you answer most often. Mostly A's. You are a screen machine. You enjoy spending time in front of a screen. Light from phones, laptops, or TVs triggers the brain to stay awake and can make it difficult to fall asleep. The average American spends over 7 hours in front of a screen each day. Start tracking how much time you spend on screens outside of work. Tip: create cutoff times, alarms, and reminders to turn devices off. Mostly B's. You are a caffeinated critter. You may be a night owl. This can also lead to late night eating and drinking and high caffeine intake throughout your day. Alcohol can negatively impact your sleep quality, and caffeine can keep you up at night. Start tracking how much caffeine and alcohol you have each day. Tip: because caffeine can stay in your system for up to 10 hours, have your last caffeine boost no later than 2 p.m. Mostly C's, you are a worry wart. Based on your answers, you often feel stressed throughout the day. Stress can make your mind race and make it difficult to fall asleep. Pay attention to your stress levels throughout the day. Track how stressed you are and how you typically respond to the stress. Tip: find a relaxing activity to do before bed, like reading, journaling, meditating, or listening to music. Mostly these, you are a to-do tackler. You are goal-oriented and wanting to get everything done each day can take away from the amount of sleep you get and your quality of life. Pay attention to how often you prioritize yourself and focus on building a self-care routine. Tip: practice time management and create a cutoff time for activities, work, and chores to ensure you get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Now that you have identified what gets in the way of your sleep, it's time to take a look at this Sleep More, Lose More article to help you get enough rest. Article: Sleep More, Lose More. Sleep more, lose more. Explore ways to get enough rest to support your weight loss. Reflect: how often do you get 7 to 8 hours of sleep? What you do during your day and evening hours impacts the quality and quantity of your sleep. Drinking too much caffeine, being on your phone or tablets, or having a cluttered bedroom are all factors that can affect your sleep. Explore below how you can support a good night's sleep all day long. Set yourself up for success during the day. What you do during the day has a huge impact on your sleep. Be physically active. If you are physically active, you are more likely to fall asleep sooner and get better quality sleep. Tips: aim to get 150 minutes of exercise per week. Put exercise on your calendar or get a workout buddy to keep you motivated. Create a caffeine cutoff time. Caffeine can stay in your system for 6 to 10 hours, depending on how your body metabolizes it. Tips: try experimenting to find what cutoff time works best for you in your schedule. Set the light of day. Your sense of time is regulated by light exposure. Getting a dose of daylight early in the day could help normalize your sleep schedule. If natural light isn't an option, you can talk with your healthcare professional about using a light therapy box. Tips: take in daylight by getting outside or opening up windows or blinds to increase natural light. Be careful with naps. If you nap for too long or too late in the day, it can throw off your sleep schedule and make it harder to fall asleep at night. Tips: the best time to nap is shortly after lunch in the early afternoon. Aim to nap for no more than 20 minutes to help improve brain function and lessen fatigue. Manage stress. Stress can create hormonal imbalances that impact the quality and quantity of sleep. Manage stress throughout the day to ensure you are relaxed before bedtime. Tips: walk, listen to music, call a friend, and take mental breaks to manage daily stress. In the evenings, learn how to wind down before bed to set yourself up for a recharging sleep. Stick to a consistent sleep schedule. Sticking to a consistent sleep schedule allows your body to establish a routine and a regular sleep cycle. Get to bed at the same time each night and wake up at the same time every morning, including weekends. Tip: if you get to bed late, try waking up at your regular time so you can get back on schedule. Eat and drink mindfully. Digesting a meal can keep you awake. Avoid eating dinner within 3 to 4 hours of bedtime to prevent sleep disruption. Avoid liquids 2 hours before bedtime so your bladder doesn't wake you during the night. Tip: create a consistent daily meal schedule and stick to it. Power down. Light from phones, laptops, and TV screens and TV triggers the brain to stay awake. Aim to keep electronics and your television in a different room. Tips: set a shutdown time for your electronics at least an hour before bedtime. Relax. Determine the best way for you to unwind mentally and physically before bed to support quality sleep. Examples: take a bath, meditate, listen to music, read a book. Ditch the drink. Drinking alcohol before bed is likely to cause disrupted sleep, insomnia, or possibly more serious sleep issues. It's best to avoid alcohol before bed, according to the National Institute of Health, NIH. Tip: focus on other ways to relax and unwind in your evenings. Examples: read, stretch, meditate, listen to soothing sounds. Budget time for sleep. This can help you prioritize quality rest and avoid nighttime distractions. Considering what time you have to wake up, work backwards and identify an appropriate bedtime. Whenever possible, give yourself extra time before bed for relaxation in your bedtime routine. Adjust your sleep gradually. When you need to change your sleep schedule, it's best to make small adjustments over time, allowing your body to get used to the changes. Example: go to bed 30 minutes earlier for a week and then increase to an hour earlier the next week. In your bedroom, create an optimal sleeping environment. Create calm and peace. Try to do your worrying outside of the bedroom and think pleasant or neutral thoughts while lying in bed. Use your bed for sleep and intimacy only. This means no work emails or social media in your bed. Keep your room organized and place devices in a different area. Choose quality bedding. Look for bedding that feels comfortable to the touch and can help maintain a comfortable temperature during the night. Invest in a comfortable mattress and pillow. This is an individual preference, so take your time at the mattress store. Try it several times before you buy. If this doesn't fit in your budget, that's okay. Do the best you can with what you have to make yourself comfortable when sleeping. Make a dark excess light exposure can throw off your sleep cycle. Blackout curtains over your windows or a sleep mask over your eyes can block light and prevent it from interfering with your rest. Keep it quiet. Consider soundproof windows or use earplugs if you live on a busy street. You can also try a white noise machine, headphones, or the hum of a fan. If you have a partner who snores, ask them to try anti-snore devices or consult a sleep specialist. Adjust the temperature. Keep your room at a cool, comfortable temperature so you don't wake up from sweating or shivering. According to the National Sleep Foundation, NSF, it has suggested that the optimal sleeping temperature in the bedroom for adults should be between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. This range of temperature is thought to actually help facilitate the stability of REM sleep. Introduce pleasant smells. A light scent you find calming can help ease you into sleep. Essential oils with natural aromas such as lavender can provide a soothing and fresh smell in your bedroom. These tips can be applied to anyone, anywhere. However, there are situations where special strategies may be needed due to specific circumstances. Examples: if you are an around-the-clock caregiver, have sleep disorders like obstructive sleep apnea or insomnia, work night shifts, or have a child waking up in the night. Tips for irregular sleeping schedules. Go straight to bed after a night shift and block out as much light as possible. Use a night mask and blackout curtains to promote darkness. If possible, work out a schedule with your partner that allows each of you to rest and care for the baby. Consult your healthcare professional or sleep specialist if you think there may be an underlying issue stopping you from getting a good night's rest. Delegate tasks so you have time to rest and recharge whenever possible. Reflect which strategies would you focus on this week. If you have a unique circumstance making your sleep schedule challenging, you are probably not alone. Feel free to bring up your situation in a group session to hear other best practices. Your sleep may never be perfect, and that's okay. The goal is to work towards more restful nights consisting of 7 or more hours of sleep and fewer nights spent loose tossing and turning. Track your sleep progress so you can see any significant patterns that you can address to support your sleep. Article: Quiet your thoughts to get good sleep. Quiet your thoughts to get good sleep. Reduce your racing thoughts and worries to get a good night's rest. You've had an exhausting day, but the second you hit the bed, your mind starts to race and wonder. You begin to think about your to-do list, something you forgot to do, what you will make for lunch, or a conversation that didn't go well. Does this sound familiar? This is something many of us experience. Why do we do this? Stress and anxiety are often to blame for trouble falling and staying asleep. During periods of tension, the body activates its natural stress response, releasing hormones that make us feel more alert. This makes falling asleep much more challenging. Thankfully, there are many different ways to quiet your mind. Take a look at the following 8 strategies to find out how you can calm your mind to get a good night's rest. How to quiet your mind. 1. Yoga. Low impact movements like yoga or stretching can relax your body after a long day. Do 5 to 15 minutes of yoga before you get into bed. Examples: watch a video, listen to a guided session, create your own relaxing yoga routine. 2. Breathe. Deep breathing exercise. 1. While lying down, place one hand on your upper chest and the other hand at the top of your belly, right below your rib cage. Your hands will help ensure you are breathing through your belly during this exercise. The hand on your chest should stay still while the hand on your belly moves up with each inhale and down with each exhale. 2. Breathe in through the nose so your belly pushes against your hand. 3. While continuing to keep your chest still, tighten your stomach muscles and exhale through your mouth. 4. Repeat this process for a minimum of 5 deep breaths. Loving kindness meditation. 1. Close your eyes and sit comfortably while taking deep breaths and relaxing your body. 2. Imagine you are breathing out tension and breathing in love. 3. Repeat 3 to 4 positive phrases to yourself. Use these examples or create some of your own. May I be happy, may I be safe, may I be healthy, peaceful and strong. May I give and receive appreciation today. 4. Experience feelings of contentment and self-compassion for a few moments. If your attention drifts, gently redirect it back to these feelings of loving kindness. 5. You can choose to either stay with this focus for your meditation or begin to shift to loved ones in your life. Begin with someone you are very close to and feel your gratitude for them. 6. Next, bring other important people from your life into your awareness one by one and envision them with perfect wellness and inner peace. 7. Extend feelings of loving kindness to people around the globe and focus on a sense of connection and compassion. 8. When you feel that your meditation is complete, open your eyes. 4. 7. A breathing exercise. 1. Place the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth, right behind your front teeth, and keep it there throughout the breathing exercise. 2. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. 3. Hold your breath for a count of 7 seconds. 4. Exhale through your mouth for 8 seconds, allowing your exhalation to make a natural whooshing sound like you are blowing out a candle. 3. Write it down. Keep a notepad by your bed and write down the to-dos and worries that are on your mind to get them out of your head so your mind can rest. Write down your feelings and emotions on paper to allow your mind to calm down. 4. Ditch the devices. Aim to turn off devices at least 1 hour before you go to sleep. Create cutoff times, alarms, and reminders to turn devices off. Put your phone in Do Not Disturb mode. Replace devices with reading, music, stretching, or any calming activity that allows you to relax. 5. Practice gratitude. Studies show that giving thanks helps you reduce stress and sleep better. Think of 3 to 5 things you are grateful for in your life. Feel free to write them down or say them out loud. 6. Read. Reading a fiction novel can allow your mind to relax and escape the real world for a while. Aim to read books that will calm your mind, such as travel, fiction, biographies, and more. Try to leave action and thrillers for another time. 7. Listen to soothing sounds. Listen to music that you find relaxing and allows you to release stress. Nature sounds can relax your body and calm your racing mind. Examples: rain, ocean waves, birds chirping. White noise has a steady hum that can drown out outside noises. Examples: fan, air conditioner, sound machine. Meditation soundtracks can lead you through guided imagery or have a soothing tone and voice. 8. Mind body focused. Progressive muscle relaxation. This exercise is performed by tensing and relaxing different muscle groups one by one. As you lie in bed, tense and relax all of your muscles one by one, starting at your toes and ending at your head. Example: clench your toes and hold for 5 to 7 seconds until you feel warmth and some pressure, then release and continue to move up your body. Not only is this extremely relaxing, as the name implies, but it also forces you to think about your body, directing your attention away from whatever thoughts or stresses you are worried about. Body scan. Body scans are a type of meditation that features slow, focused attention to different body parts. Once you are lying comfortably in bed, try these steps for a relaxing body scan. 1. Start by taking a few deep breaths to get your body into a relaxed state. 2. Bring your attention to your feet. Notice any sensations in your toes and if you are holding any tensions in this part of the body. 3. If you notice discomfort here, acknowledge it and try to let go of any thoughts you have. Visualize the tension leaving your body through each breath. 4. When you are ready, move your focus to your calves muscles, repeating the process of noticing sensations, letting go of thoughts, and visualizing the tension leaving through your breath. 5. Move your attention to each part of your body, one by one. Start with your feet and move to your legs, buttocks, hands, arms, shoulders, neck, jaw, and forehead. If you still can't fall asleep after 20 minutes, get up and go to another part of your home and do something soothing, such as reading or listening to quiet music before going back to the bedroom. Reflect: how would you quiet your mind this week? Pick one new strategy to try. Evaluate if it helped quiet your mind. If it does not work for you, pick another strategy to try. Repeat until you find what works best for you. Not being able to turn our brains off is an ongoing challenge for many of us. The good news is that there are activities we can do to relax and fall asleep. Challenge yourself to try a new activity this week. Article Session 14 Snapshots. Session 14 Snapshots. Review the information your coach shared during this week's group session. For your reference, you can download a PDF of Session 14 Snapshots or view them below. Video content. Get your C's. Get your C's. Rally Coach Riola Pio Week 14. Sleep deprivation can lead to increased appetite, more cravings, heightened stress, slower metabolism, less motivation. Sleep guidelines and recommendations. Good sleep quality is achieved when you fall asleep within 30 minutes. Wake up no more than once per night. Sleep at least 7 hours. Benefits of good quality sleep. Improves energy and mood, reduces inflammation, supports metabolism, improves brain and heart health, fights off infection, better weight control, prevents diabetes. What keeps you up at night? A. Screens. B. Caffeine. C. Racing mind. D. To-do list. Take the full quiz on your Riola Pio dashboard for more insight. Results. If you mainly selected A. Screen machine, you enjoy spending time in front of a screen. Light from phones, laptops, or TV triggers the brain to stay awake and can make it difficult to fall asleep. B. Caffeinated. You may be a night owl. This can lead to late night eating and drinking. Caffeine and alcohol can have a negative impact on sleep quality. C. Worrywart. Based on your answers, you often feel stressed throughout the day. Stress can make your mind race and make it difficult to fall asleep. D. To-do track. D. To-do tackler. You are goal-oriented and wanting to get everything done each day can take away. You are goal-oriented and wanting to get everything done each day can take away from the amount of sleep you get in your quality of life. Coping with sleep challenges. During the day, be physically active and move more. Have a caffeine cutoff. Manage stress. Breathe, recharge, declutter. In the evenings, I will start bedtime routine, turned off technology, stop eating 3 to 4 hours before bedtime and limit water intake 2 hours before. At bedtime, unwind, breathe deeply, stretch, take a bath, dim the lights, go to bed on time. Article. Are sleep disorders keeping you up? Are sleep disorders keeping you up? Learn about sleep disorders, what to look for, and when to connect with your healthcare professional. If you consistently struggle with getting enough sleep, you're not alone. According to the National Institute of Health, NIH, 70 million Americans suffer from chronic sleep disorders, yet most of them are rarely addressed. Lack of sleep is associated with injuries, chronic diseases, mental illnesses, poor quality of life, and well-being, and increased health care cost. Some of the common sleep disorders include insomnia, obstructive sleep apnea, SA, Restless, restless leg syndrome, RLS. Take a look at these common sleep disorders below and reach out to your healthcare professional and or a sleep specialist if you are struggling with your sleep. Insomnia. Insomnia can make it hard to fall and stay asleep or cause you to wake up too early and not be able to get back to sleep. Many adults experience short-term acute insomnia, which lasts for days or weeks. It is usually the result of stress, a change in schedule or environment, or a traumatic event. Some people have long-term chronic insomnia that can last longer than 3 months. Symptoms: difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep, not feeling well rested after sleep, and daytime tiredness, irritability, depression or anxiety, difficulty paying attention, and decreased memory function. Causes: the exact cause of insomnia is unknown, but there are many contributing factors, including genetics, environment, psychology, and behavior. Common causes of insomnia include stress, concerns about work, school, health, finances, or family can keep your mind active at night. Travel or work schedule. Changes in your sleep schedule can throw off your internal clock. Poor sleep habits, irregular schedules, naps, electronics, stimulating activities before bed, and an uncomfortable sleeping environment can throw off your sleep cycle. Medications. Many prescription drugs can interfere with sleep, such as certain antidepressants and medications for asthma and blood pressure. Many over-the-counter medications contain caffeine and other stimulants that can disrupt sleep. Eating too much in the evenings. A light snack before bedtime is okay, but eating too much may cause you to feel physically uncomfortable while lying down. Treatment and management. Promote restful sleep and manage insomnia by doing the following. Keep your bedtime and wake time consistent from day to day, including days off. Stay active. Regular activity helps promote a good night's sleep. Check your medications to see if they may contribute to insomnia. Limit naps. Limit caffeine and alcohol and don't use nicotine. Avoid large meals and beverages before bedtime. Create a relaxed bedtime ritual such as taking a warm bath, reading, or listening to soft music. When to see a doctor. If you suspect you have insomnia and it's making it hard for you to function during the day, see your healthcare professional to identify the cause of your sleep problem and how it can be treated. If your provider thinks you could have a sleep disorder, you might be referred to a sleep center for special testing. Obstructive sleep apnea. Obstructive sleep apnea, OSA, causes you to repeatedly stop and start breathing while you sleep. It starts with snoring, then silence with 10 seconds or more of not breathing, followed by a snort and a gasp for air. Then the pattern repeats. Signs and symptoms: excessive daytime sleepiness and difficulty concentrating, loud snoring or episodes of interrupted breathing during sleep, abrupt awakenings accompanied by gasping or choking, awakening with a dry mouth, sore throat, or headache, mood changes such as depression or irritability, high blood pressure. Causes: OSA occurs when your upper ear or throat becomes narrow or blocked. This results in reduced airflow. Anyone can develop it, but certain factors increase your risk, including excess weight. Sleep apnea rates are higher in individuals with obesity. Fat deposits around the upper airways can obstruct breathing. Sleep apnea can also cause you to put on weight from increased stress hormones. Older age. The risk of OSA increases as you age. Chronic conditions. OSA is more common in people with high blood pressure and diabetes. Chronic nasal congestion. OSA occurs twice as often in those who have consistent nasal congestion at night, regardless of the cause. Smoking. Those who smoke have a higher chance of developing OSA. Asthma. According to the National Institute of Health, NIH, there is an association between asthma and the risk of OSA. Picture: blocked airway, soft palate, airflow, tongue, open airway, soft palate, airflow, tongue. When to see a doctor. Consult a medical professional if you or someone else observes the following: snoring loud enough to disturb your sleep or that of others, waking up gasping or choking, puzzling in your breathing during sleep, having excessive daytime drowsiness. Snoring doesn't necessarily indicate something potentially serious, and not everyone who snores has OSA. Make sure to talk to your doctor if you snore loudly, especially if your snoring is interrupted by periods of silence. Treatment and prevention. Weight loss. Dropping 10 to 16% of your weight can help reduce sleep apnea symptoms by 20 to 50%. Reduce alcohol and avoid smoking. Limiting and avoiding alcohol and cigarettes can decrease inflammation, especially in the upper airway. Healthy nutrition. Eating foods high in vitamins and minerals can reduce inflammation and improve circulation. Continuous positive airway pressure CPAP machine. These devices are mainstay treatments for someone with OSA. They gently blow air through a tube and mask to prevent the collapse of soft tissues in the throat that block breathing during sleep. Restless leg syndrome. Restless leg syndrome, RLS, is a condition that causes an uncontrollable urge to move your legs, usually because of an uncontrollable sensation. It typically happens in the evenings or nighttime hours when you are sitting or lying down. It often affects the quality and quantity of sleep. Symptoms: significant urge to move your legs, uncomfortable sensation in your legs after lying down, nighttime leg twitching or kicking. Causes: there are no known causes for restless leg syndrome. It can develop at any age and isn't usually related to a serious underlying medical problem. The National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke states it can be triggered by family history. It sometimes runs in families, especially before the age of 40. Pregnancy. Hormone changes can worsen RLS. Some get RLS for the first time during pregnancy, and it can disappear after delivery. Iron deficiency. Iron deficiency can cause or worsen RLS. Spinal cord nerve conditions. Damage to the spinal cord as a result of damage or injury has been linked to RLS, along with nerve damage. Certain medications. Some anti-nausea drugs, antidepressants, and cold allergy medications are known to trigger symptoms of RLS. Unhealthy lifestyle choices. Alcohol, nicotine, and excessive caffeine intake can worsen symptoms of RLS. Treatment and management. Refer to a primary care physician to discuss your treatment options. Movement. Low impact movements such as riding a bike or walking can alleviate symptoms. Stretching and foam rolling can also alleviate symptoms. Avoid heavy or intense exercise within a few hours of bedtime. Limit caffeine. Limit caffeinated drinks to promote restful sleep. Take a bath or apply a heating pad. Relax your muscles and provide temporary relief with heat. Reduce stress. Try meditation, yoga, soft music, or walking. Consult your primary care provider about medications and supplements. Magnesium and iron supplements may help. When to see a doctor. Reach out to your primary care physician if you or a loved one believes you may have signs and symptoms of restless leg syndrome. You don't need to manage your sleep disorders alone. Weekly bonus content. Week 14 Wellness Drop Summary. Week 14 Wellness Drop Summary. Your one-stop shop for this week's wellness drops. This week's wellness drops included recipe almond and apricot biscotti, workout melt to reduce stress, mindfulness tips. Take a few deep breaths during your bedtime routine. Rid yourself of the craziness from the day by taking long, slow breaths before bed. Find more tips in this Quiet Your Thoughts to Get Good Sleep article. January 2026 Fitness on Demand Challenge. You will earn 1 point for each meditation and 1 point for each FOD workout you complete. Kick off the new year right by joining this physical and mental well-being challenge. Instructions. 1. Keep attending your group sessions to maintain your free access to Fitness on Demand during your first year with Real Appeal. 2. Set up your Fitness on Demand account through the Real Appeal app or website. 3. Say yes to the challenge from within your FOD account today. Stay informed and empowered on your weight management journey by signing up for Healthline's weight management newsletter. Real Appeal and our affiliate Healthline are both part of RVO Health LLC. Video 3 meditations to practice. 3 meditations to practice. Practice these guided meditations regularly to reduce stress and increase mindfulness. 1. Mindful meditation. Rally Coach mindful meditation 4 minutes. 2. Full body scan. Rally Coach full body scan 3 minutes. 3. Grounding exercise. Rally Coach grounding exercise. Video Tara's success story. Tara's success story. Tara lost 114 pounds with Real Appeal. Now she can go on long hikes with her family and feels like a different person.